Thanks for posting my nudes and my locals. I appreciate it. They save them bitches. They don't give a damn. But speaking of saving bitches, TikTok. So you've obviously heard there's all kinds of conversations around banning TikTok. And although I hate TikTok and I would probably be happier if TikTok didn't exist, the issue is I feel like that opens the door to ban anything that they could see fit. Anything for any reason that could be kind of related to, because they're like, well, the Chinese government's getting our information. And I'm like, well, the US government's getting our information from every other social media app.
Welcome to 2008. It's nothing new.
And I feel like I could open a can of worms. And so I don't agree with the banning of TikTok. But I think TikTok's terrible. So what do you think?
I think it's going to be Patriot Act 2.0 is a Trojan horse, because most people hate TikTok, and I just don't trust anything coming out of the White House. It's like, wasn't Joe Biden like sucking Xi Jinping's dick until 5 minutes ago, and now suddenly you're supposed to do 180 and be like, oh, China's bad? Like, since when? You've been just obsessed until now suddenly China is bad and TikTok is bad. And like what was it, the what's the act called, the fucking not resist, you guys in the chat know, but the act is called the whatever, something with an R. But it's basically like the chat was saying it, they can ban VPNs. They can, if you're on any app that is Chinese or Russian and you say something that they don't like, they can be like, oh, we're going to fucking arrest you and we're going to consider you a Russian or a Chinese spy because you're doing something on a Russian or Chinese app, or any app that we don't really know the origin of. They can just do anything. They can, what I've learned about the government is they can put you away for anything at any time. They just create something.
Yeah. So that's what isn't that what the original bill said? It basically opened the door.
Thank you, Carlos.
It opened the door for them at any point to go in and have access to all this information so they could punish people for it. And we want the internet to be unregulated. That's the dream. And even though that's not really the case, even now, we want to keep it as unregulated as possible. And banning TikTok banning TikTok with the bill, it opens up the can of worms, because it's not just banning TikTok, it's opening the government up to have all this access to information that they can punish over. And I don't trust the government. I've never trusted the government, probably since I was I don't remember how old I was, but I think I was 20 or like 18, 19 or something. And I might have been 22. And I remember I voted for Obama when I was like 18. I don't remember. And of course, the universal health care deal started happening, Obamacare and whatnot. And I remember my healthcare premium went from $38 a month to like $280 overnight. It was like, hey, just a warning, your healthcare premium will be increasing from this to this. Here is how you cancel if you want to. I canceled that shit immediately. And I was like, what the fuck? So ever since then, I'm kind of like, yeah, fuck, I don't care. All the government's bullshit. All of them are bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that by, look, and I know people in the chat are gonna be like, well, you're alt-right because you're talking about Joe Biden. I get it. I'm not, but that's who's in power. So
it takes nothing to be considered alt-right.
Yeah, dude, you can be freaking center and you're still alt-right. So that being said, okay, when you see tweets from the Biden administration, and it's like, we defeated Big Pharma and we took Big Pharma down, and we've did more to hinder Big Pharma than anyone ever before. And you can simply Google, because it's public information, who has accepted the most donations from Big Pharma and medical companies. Oh, shocking. It's Joe Biden by like 6,000%. And I'm like, fuck off. You're like, I can't. It's so easy to find the information. There is a lot of nuance there. There's a lot of shit you can't find about unless you really dig. But that's just open information. And if there's a government official, because it's not Biden tweeting that shit, obviously. He can't barely freaking even speak or walk anymore. But when you see a tweet like that, where you can Google that shit in 1 second and find out it's a it's a bullshit. It's just such a bold-faced lie. At least try to lie a little. Come on, shit. At least trick my ass. Goddamn. I'm a dumbass redneck guy that never graduated high school or college, and I can Google this shit in 30 seconds and see that it's bullshit. And I don't trust any of it. I don't trust any of that shit anymore. I'm just like, look, I don't want to pay taxes. Leave me alone. That's kind of the position I'm in now. And don't bring kids into it. And now guess what they're doing? Bringing fucking kids into it.